Really, regarding blockchain, we are experimenting in different fields. You've mentioned this repo. There is also in trade finance an obvious candidate. Trade finance, you still have very manual and cumbersome processes. And at the same time, you need to check permanently where the goods are. So it's a very risky process to a certain extent. And the blockchain technology could give transparency and validation at different phases of the chain to all the players involved. So normally it should help a lot to modernize. But where you're right, I think we are still probably in a kind of research and development phase. 2 or 3 years ago, people had in mind that with blockchain we could still industrialize processes in a very short time frame. It is not the case. And what is important beyond testing is also, of course, to ensure that the technology will be standardized. Because beyond a test and an experiment, you need to have a wide range of players. So probably it will take still a few years, but I see potential there.
Blockchain is the technology behind Bitcoin. Are you open-minded about Bitcoin?
You're absolutely right. And I always myself want to be more precise in terms of wording. I prefer to use the word distributed ledger technology and not blockchain, because as you said, blockchain is understood as the support of a virtual currency. Here it's not about this. I'm not convinced that you will see any development of virtual currencies actually. So I'm more a believer of a distributed ledger technology where you have a defined set of players, well identified, which use this mix of crypto technology to secure transactions.
Bitcoin may be dragged into the eyesight of regulators if the CME later this year goes ahead with futures contracts for the cryptocurrency. If that happened, then it was suddenly a regulated currency. Would you look at offering it to clients or developing products around Bitcoin?
I think we need to be a little bit more precise on what we call virtual currency at the end of the day. If it's just a way in a transaction at some point to have something which virtually can translate on both sides into real currencies, maybe it can be used as a system. The blockchain system and the Bitcoin system is very different. The benefit so far, it provides anonymity to the people who are making the transaction. I can't see a future of this when I see the attention paid by all governments and regulators on anti-money laundering, on anti-tax evasion, on anti-terrorism financing. The anonymity of the transaction is a problem, I think, which will put pressure on Bitcoin.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.